Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you all an update to my Cardfight Vanguard Rorowa deck profile for post-generation Dragenesis. With the newest Cardfight Vanguard booster set, we got the final amount of support for the glitter archetype, the Rorowa deck, focusing on the power to call out the new Momoke unit, and the added backup support of the glitter unit Raidylina with the new form, Crossing Interdimensional Thoughts Rorowa, with the power of Kronos Command Dragon now fused together with Rorowa. It makes for a very awesome, powerful ability of this new grade 3 unit for the deck that focuses on this playstyle for the same aspect of token calling to give us some new powered heights with this deck to do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So for starters, for the ride deck, we have the energy generator with our starter being Bioroy Youth Rorowa. When rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. Our grade 1 is Awakening from Slumber Rorowa. When placed by riding on Bioroy Youth Rorowa, call up to 1 plant token to your back row center rearguard. So this just sets up your token playstyle that the deck is meant to do. With the grade 2 being the World 3,000 Years Later Rorowa. When placed on Vanguard, retire 1 of your rearguards, call up to 2 plant token rearguards, just giving you more tokens to make use of on the rearguard circles. With our grade 3 being the new Crossing Interdimensional Thoughts Rorowa, along with the copy that we run in the ride deck. We are also running 3 additional copies of this card in the main deck as well. It has some pretty awesome new abilities. If your opponent's Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, all your token units get on rearguard when your Vanguard is attacked. Retire this unit, and all your Vanguards get plus 5,000 until the end of that battle, and also plus 5,000 power. So with this new grade 3, you have the original defense option for Rorowa on top of the additional plus 5,000 that it permanently gives all of your token rearguard. So all your tokens without any other boost will be at 10k power thanks to this new grade 3 Rorowa, as long as your opponent is on grade 3. And on the Vanguard circle, once per turn, you can Energy Blast 3 to draw a card and call up to 2 plant tokens to rearguard. So you no longer have to make use of your Soul Blast power to call plant tokens. You can make use of the energy generator, and you choose a glitter unit from Soul or rearguard and put it on the bottom of the deck and perform one of the following according to the name of the card chosen for this cost. If it was a card with Rorowa in its card name, you choose one of your opponent's rearguards and put it on the bottom of the deck. This is the power implemented to Rorowa from Kronos Command Dragon, being able to spin cards to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Or if it was a card with Raidylina, you search your deck or drop up to 1 unit with grade -1 of that card, call it to rearguard, and if you search your deck, shuffle the deck. So this gives you access to other units in the deck based on the type of grade, very similar to the Time Leap ability of Gear Chronicle as well with Rorowa. So it's a very awesome setup that you can do with this unit alone. Having the glitter option, if you Persona Ride on top of your other Rorowa units, you can set up the grade 3 spin thanks to this card as well. For the other grade 3s that we run in the deck, we're running 4 copies of Undoubting Flame Sword Raidylina. At the beginning of your main phase, if you do not have a Momoke token on your rearguard, call 1 Momoke token to rearguard. So this just gives you free cost to call the Momoke token to your rearguard circles as well for added setup, which the Momoke token can also attack from the back row rearguard in the same column that it is in Raidylina, and being able to retire your own tokens to get additional power to that Momoke token as well. And with Raidylina from the hand, it glitters with Rorowa, and at the end of the battle, your unit with Raidylina and its card name attacked. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, retire a rearguard with Raidylina and its card name and a Momoke token and call this card to rearguard, and then that unit power increases by the other power of the Momoke token retired for this ability cost. So the stronger your Momoke token was, the stronger this Raidylina on the rearguard circle will be as well. For the grade 2s, we're running 4 copies of the original Dragenesis Girl of Flame Blossoms Raidylina. With this unit on rearguard, if you do not have a Momoke token, you can counter +1 and call up to 1 token to rearguard. And also with this card being able to glitter with Rorowa, when this unit attacks, you Soul Blast 1, choose one of your token units in the same column as this unit, and it gets the power of that unit until that battle. So with your Momoke token, this card can receive the power of that unit for the added power for that unit to then attack with the additional power without needing the boost of that Momoke on that rearguard circle. And our other grade 2s consist of 3 copies of the new Shell Breaking Wings Momoke. The non-token version, this card cannot be called to rearguard other than by this card's ability, and if it is on rearguard, it's also regarded as a token with the same name as Momoke. From the hand or drop, if you have a grade 3 Vanguard, retire a grade 0 Momoke token and call this card to rearguard. And when this unit's placed on rearguard during your turn, retire another rearguard, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and retire it. So added retire power on top of it, showing the full-fledged power of what Momoke has finally become, and being able to glitter with Rorowa as well on rearguard if you have a unit with Radiolina, its card name in the same column as this unit. You can then use the additional power of this card. With this card, if you have a unit with Radiolina in the same card name, and you do not have another Momoke, this unit can attack from the back row. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets plus 10,000 power, making it all the more powerful on its own, but still being able to provide that additional power for your Radiolina after this card attacks. Then you can just set it up again by retiring the grade 0 Momoke from your drop zone using this card again. We're also running 4 copies of the new grade 2 Nurturing Watering Itashalina. With this card, when it's placed on rearguard from hand, if your Vanguard is a glitter, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 glitter from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. If you revealed a card, put this card into the soul. So not only will it set up soul power for you to use, it also just gives you search for a glitter unit, which we are running plenty of in the deck now to be able to search out with this new grade 2. And for our grade 1s, we run 3 copies of Burrowing Mushrooms, just being able to set up this card in the soul as well to give us access to more tokens on the rearguard circle as well. And also 3 copies of Fairy of the Flower Nectar Cotier, because we do run a good number of different orders in the deck. Being able to play those orders from the drop zone as well, aside from Regalis Piece. We do run 1 Regalis Piece in the deck, but beside the point, we do run plenty of other orders to make use of with this grade 1. And also the 4 Sentinels to finish off the grade 1s, including the 1 copy of Elementaria Sanctitude, just for the added backup when going up against units with the triple drive power. For the orders in the deck, we run 3 copies of Resolute Pair of Eyes, just being able to search out a card, with this one being able to search out a Radiolina using this order, and then give our tokens additional plus 5 power. So along with the plus 5 from the new Rorowa Vanguard, we have a plus 5 from this, making our tokens 15k powered alone. 2 copies of the new order, Ever Rising Hope. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Rorowa and its card name. Put this card into your soul. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 glitter from among them. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle the deck. Added search power on top of our grade 2. That is already able to do so as well. And for the new Regalis Piece, we are running the final version of this card, being the actual Fire Regalis. With this card, you may only have 1 Regalis piece in your deck. This card cannot be played. From the hand or drop, you remove this card. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you do not reveal a card, shuffle the deck and draw a card. If you revealed a card, perform one of the following and shuffle the deck. If the revealed card is a glitter, put it into your hand. If the revealed card is less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it to rearguard. So it's just added search power on top of everything else in the deck. Being able to make use of this Regalis piece to do so, it can also just be used from the drop zone, which makes it all the better by just removing this card. So it can even be a discard cost if need be whenever you need it for your deck. And then for the trigger lineup, we're going with these 7 criticals for the added pressure on top of our Vanguard being able to do so. The 4 draws for consistency using the Lina for the added 5k shield, with our heals just being the 4 generic Petronella for the guaranteed 15k shield without any restrictions, and our over trigger being the Bless Favor over trigger to use for the added heal, power, pressure as well for our units. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoy. We got a lot of decks to update from the new Dragenesis booster set, so definitely excited to see all the changes we'll make to those decks in the upcoming future as well. And as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Qualia out.